Hey guys, Ryan here, and today we're bringing you a replay in the Bellerophon Centurion on Mine Standard Battle. Been a few days since I've done a video, but I've been very busy at home, doing a lot of work. Speaking of, I don't know how this commentary is going to sound, because as I'm speaking, it sounds really weird in my ears, and sounds like there's an echo because I'm doing this in an empty room. But hopefully it won't affect the video too much. Now also, a lot of the future videos coming up, because I've got lots saved, are all before Cold War got dropped. But I had no intention of playing the Cold War mode anyway, so basically it's not going to be that much different, these older replays, than the newer ones, because, well, you know, I'm still playing the World War II mode, as I'm sure a lot of people are. I know I'm not the only one who just, one, isn't too interested in trying the Cold War mode, and two, can't afford to. But really, it's like, I'm just not that interested. I'm kind of waiting until British vehicles arrive. Then I might load it up to just look at the garage, because I've not even loaded up the Cold War mode yet. So, just to let you know, I think I said it briefly before my previous video, I won't be playing the Cold War mode, at least not for a long time, so if you look for Cold War content, that unfortunately isn't me. Anyway, the Bellerophon Centurion, this was a new tank in my arsenal. This is the first game I'm showing on YouTube, and it was actually the first game I ever played in it. Curtis isn't his, and what happened was Curtis, yet again as he always does, very generously gifted me this tank. A lot of my tanks have been gifted by Curtis, really generous of him. I tell him not to, but he just, he said he likes to support the channel, and then I can bring content for you guys in new vehicles. Light tank's now abandoning the hill because I got up here. And the thing to remember is we are top tier, there are 2 artillery, but we're top tier at a Bellerophon, on the hill on Mind. Now I get penned there. Something interesting to note is, the thing about the Bellerophon is, this is the skinned version of the Centurion 5-1, which is a Centurion that has the thicker upper plate armor than the rest of the Centurions, allowing it to bounce more effectively. I did get penned through the upper plate there by that Polish heavy tank, because I was angled downwards, which kind of like got rid of the effectiveness of the slope. But this Bellerophon has the thicker upper plate armor just like the 5-1, but it's got a whole bunch of spaced armor around the turret in the shape of this weird looking like Centurion helmet, spaced armor around the turret, which is actually quite effective. You're not invincible. I've been penned through the turret by, like, you know, Lervage with APCR, which is obviously like almost 300mm of penetration. But trust me, the turret on this thing, bear in mind the Centurion turret anyway is pretty good. The turret on this thing is really, really disgusting. So right now I was just trying to get a couple shots across the map at these guys. See, I'm trying to side scrape. The only issue is I can't seem to get unspotted, which is a bit of an issue. I think I'm being proxy spotted by these guys in front, hence why I start backing up. Looks like that guy was about to come up. We proxy spot each other, and again, it's a bit of a stalemate here, because I'm quite worried about the people on the 1-2 line, but also there's artillery, so I don't want to move too far away. Now, actually, what's this? This artillery player in the enemy seems quite good. I'm not spotted. Fire a shot. And then I actually get blind fired by artillery. So, fair play to him for doing that. Got one of the artists out the game, always feels nice, especially after getting hit by one. And we are currently a tank down, but again, I've just evened things, I say even things up again, we've gone 2 tanks down. I still feel confident because it's mines and I'm on the hill. That's all that matters. Like, the hill, in this tank in particular, the 10 degrees of gun depression and super good armor, and with the improved upper hull armor, what that means you can do is, on some slopes where you can only hide the lower plate, you can't quite even hide the upper plate, you're still quite effective. I had a game on Himmelsdorf where I was hull down against a Patriot, but the front of my hull was still showing, and the Patriot bounced a couple shots off my hull. And bear in mind, if he's using the standard rounds, that's still 230mm of pen I'm bouncing. So long as you just make sure you get a little bit of angle on the upper plate, it could be really effective. And in fact, I would probably go as far to say this is probably the best Centurion. The extra survivability, without feeling like you give up too much mobility, is really nice. And you've got the 400 base view range, like the base Centurion Tech Tree one, and you also have the good accuracy of the base Centurion, because the Atomic, which I really like, by the way, gets better DPM, and is slightly faster than the other Centurions, but you lose 20 meters view range. You get 380 instead of 400, which is huge, and you also lose the accuracy, which isn't too big a deal, because you still have decent accuracy, and with Crew 6.0, that's not too important, but the view range is quite sad to lose. So really, it's between the Atomic and this thing as like my two favourite Centurions, if I'm honest, because I quite like the DPM of the Atomic. As you see, me and Curtis have just been on the hill the entire time. Artie's just fired, so I know I'm fairly safe there. I'm trying to reverse side scrape a Ferdinand, which is rather funny. You see, it's kind of an awkward thing because of the way the gun depressor works over the back of this tank. For me to get gun depressed, I kind of have to over-angle myself. Try to get a shot out. Fortunately, I can get the shot in. IS-3 nails to King Tiger. Something else I forgot to mention. In all my Centurion videos, you'll see the same thing. I don't carry high explosive. Just for any of you out there, I just don't think the caliber of this gun is sufficient enough to carry high explosive, but also, it doesn't carry enough ammo. If a tank carries an absolute shit ton of ammo, I'll bring a few high explosive rounds, but this is a tank where I feel like it looks like a lot of ammo when you consider the alpha and the fact, obviously, tier 10 gave more hit points and all the shots, and the fact I like to take blind shots sometimes. I don't feel comfortable bringing high explosive in this tank. Unfortunately, I missed that little snapshot. Not too big a deal. And again, scores are even at the moment, but the enemies are in a bit of a shit position here as our artillery nails one. And this is kind of what mines turns into. As we all know, we've all been getting to love mines in the tier 10 games. I think they removed it now. I think it's only tier 7s or something that can get it. I might be mistaken. Tier 7 and below can get mines in port, unless I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me. Pick up T-34-3 black, staying behind the rocks so I don't get artilleried. I don't say, I apologise if the commentary feels a bit different. I can't tell. In my mind, I'm thinking this sounds a bit different. As I said, the echo from the room and the fact that I am just absolutely fucked from the work I've been doing over the past few days. This is the first time I've actually had a bit of spare time to do a video. And the thing is, I need to understand is, I like doing videos. It's fine. I've not been playing much World of Tanks recently since the new update, but I can give them a few months to repair the game, as it were, like to do little fixes, because I have so many replays saved that I can just, give them the time. What it means is I can also have a bit of a break. Not to say I don't play World of Tanks, just on Friday I had a little bit of time to play with Curtis, so I still play a few games every now and then, I'm just not playing as much as I used to. It's probably a good thing. There's been a lot of bugs. The new maps are a bit iffy. The T55A season pass thing is a bit shit, although I've seen that Wargaming are looking into that and potentially doing a T55A for the World War II mode as well, which will be nice. Which if they do, by the way, you'll definitely see a video on that. I'll bring you a first impressions on the T55A. Going for my Pascucci's here. And you just saw there, one of our teammates bounced off the German artillery and would have killed him. But because he bounced, I got my Pascucci, so I got really fucking lucky there. Now it's just the Iron Rain left on his little island over there. Curtis is going in. I actually think he got the ram kill on him, I'm not too sure. So, for my first ever game in this tank, it made quite a good first impression, as I kind of knew I'd like it anyway, just because most Centurions I tend to like. MVP, just under 4,000 damage, high caliber, first class, Pascucci's. And I think I blocked a little bit as well, with a decent bit of assistance. So, thank you guys for watching, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all in the next one.